Princess Sarissa back, and we last left off. I had just paused it here, and Exdeath is coming back as Neo Exdeath. He's this conglomeration of 4 different parts. We have a top part, which is that the front part. I mean, that's kind of like that thing. It looks like a little bull that has the red horn on it. That mainly just uses physical attacks. The thing that the slow just hit on, that's referred to as the back part. It's kind of like 3 skeletons or something like that. That is susceptible to instant death, so that's not too much of a problem. The bottom part, which is the big kind of a problem, is the one that looks like that that skull head down there. Like, it looks like a bull's skull. It has the horns on it. That one casts the spell called Algamast, and that's the reason why we wanted to have that dragon power on us, to give ourselves the shell and protect status, because otherwise that spell would wipe us out. So we definitely want to take care of that one first, but we're kind of going to take it out second. We'll show why. And then the final part is where that like red head is. It looks like a unicorn head. That can cast some pretty damaging spells. Grand Cross. It's not as devastating as the Algamast, but it does leave a lot of status ailments. So we want to take care of, like I said, the bull head there, the bull skull first. But actually the first one that's going to get taken out is the skeletons in the background. We're using the magic lamp here, not just for several reasons. One, we got quite a few little pieces of damage there with Bahamut, and Leviathan. But we really want to have Odin come out here, because he's going to use his Zankinzetsu and basically cut Exdeath in half. Now, he didn't kill every single one of them, but he did kill the one in the back. So next time you see me do a targeted attack, you'll notice that there's only 3 attacks. There's only 3 pieces to attack. The front part, that man with the red horn, the top part, that red unicorn, and then the bottom part, the skull, the bull skull. You'll see where the damage pops up here. See, we only got 3 pop-ups of damage there. Meteor isn't all that super effective in this thing because it randomly targets one of them, and I believe the top one, the red unicorn guy, doesn't get hurt by Meteor. So our main source of damage is going to be Krile's Fire 3. That is boosted by 1, her Elemental Rod, that Magus Rod, and 2, Lenna's going to be mixing up a whole bunch of these Samson Mites. Each of them is going to increase her level by 10, and as I said in the last video, increasing the level by 10 increases the damage formula. So, because your level goes into that formula. So, we know Neo Exdeath is going to cast that Algamast spell when he starts shaking. And we can stop that shaking by eliminating one of those parts. So, we managed to stop the first time shaking when we had Odin with the do the instant kill on the back part. But unfortunately, we don't have anything else to instant kill these things here. I'm just going to still keep using this magic lamp, though, mainly because we want to get to the Golem summon. There's that Almagast spell. As you see, it took off about half our hit points. If we didn't have that shell and protect up, it would have did a party wipe on us. So that's what's important in that first battle with Exdeath, that we got all those buffs up, because the buffs do carry up over into the next form of the fight. Now, when he starts saying this stuff, that usually means he's charging up for the Grand Cross attack. We're not really worried about that. I mean, it's a bad attack. We don't like it, but we want to get rid of that skull in the bottom first. He's the most important one. After we take care of him, you might think, oh, well, let's just take out the red unicorn, because that has to cast the Grand Cross spell, which is the next biggest thing. The other one is just using physical attacks. And those physical attacks will be mainly blocked by the Earth Golem that we're going to summon with the magic lamp. However, if you once you take out 3 of the 4 parts, the remaining part, it's like AI script gets rewritten, and it just starts casting like massive spells like Meteor and Vacuum Wave against you, and you want to do that. So we kind of want to eliminate the final 2 parts at roughly the same time. So you'll notice that when I get down to those final 2 parts, I'm going to start, you know, mixing the way I attack. So I'll attack, I'll use fire on the front part there, and then I'll use front on the unicorn part, and just back and forth so that they roughly are taking damage at the same rate, because we don't want to get into that we don't want to have that point where they're starting to, the last part kind of goes crazy. As you can see, we got the earth wall up, so when that thing uses its physical attacks, the golem will block it. This, unfortunately, is a bad thing. Grand Cross. It can inflict several different types of status ailments. And, unfortunately, it cast the Paralyze on Krile. And that's sad because she's our main damage dealer. And also confused Faris. Not so much that she's doing a lot of damage, but she's doing a lot of support. And, I don't know, it just seems to me that every time that, if she's confused, when she hits with her whip, it almost seems to guarantee casting the Fire 3, which will wipe out a party member. Of course, when we hit an enemy with it, it seems to never, you know, proc that Fire 3. But, you know, I guess that's just the game being evil to us. So, yeah, we're going to have to want to try to get that paralysis off of Krile, which just wore out there, and we want to attack Faris there somehow to try to get her to stop being confused. So, we have the remedy spell there, a good mix there. That'll help out because we don't really have a good attacker. Whiskers is blinded thanks to the Grand Cross, and the chicken knife can do a lot of damage, so that could hurt him. Krile is too busy attacking Neo Exdeath, and Lenna has that power staff, which would just berserk Faris, and that was just as bad as being confused because we wouldn't be able to control her and use her for her, you know, support that she's doing. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can really do about Lenna's doom there, but thankfully, once that wears out and she gets KO'd, we can revive her again. So, as you can see, we're concentrating all our fire, literally fire, Fire 3 onto the bullhead there with the skulled bullhead. Once again, we're using the same tactic that we used, using our quick spell to give ourselves 2 turns, and then in Krile's case, those 2 turns are used to do a lot of damage, and in the other people's turns, it depends on what's needed, whether it's throwing an elixir to get magic points back up, or potions to heal up, and then on occasion to also just do some fighting here. So, one good thing you could have done, right now I just have an Ironback captured for Faris's beast. If you were to capture, say, like one of those dragons, what that could have done is you could have used one of those dragons, and that would have taken off 1/4 of the hit points off of all the different parts. So that would have been a good thing, but yeah, we'll make do with the Ironback that we have caught from so long ago. So, like I said, just a matter of continuing to attack here. He's shaken really bad, which means he's going to try to use that Alchemist spell, which means that we want to definitely try to take care of that bottom part before it casts that spell. So, hopefully we can do that with our good old quick here and double damage. Krile is doing like twice as much damage as when she first started the battle because we boosted her level, I think, by like 50. So, 50 or 60, so yeah. So we've taken another part out because he stopped his shaking, and now we're just going to work on both of these parts, that red unicorn head and then the front part, that human thing with like the bullhorn on it. We're going to try to work them out, you know, similarly, because we don't want to invoke that AI script where it just goes berserk and starts, you know, hammering down on us. So we'll release our Ironback, just some good damage there. And then we'll alternate, we'll hit the front part. And hey, we got a Fire 3 procurement there, so that's good. And unfortunately, Lenna's pretty much a about to die, but that's okay. We'll revive her real quick with the Phoenix down, and she was running low on MP anyway, so we'll be able to use a quick Phoenix down on her, and then throw an elixir on her, and she'll be back to as good as new, thanks to that quick spell that Whiskers is using. He's being really good support here. He's able to support everybody, and then on occasion he'll be able to throw up that chicken knife, so... That vacuum wave, it does 150% damage compared to a normal attack. So that's why it's good that we got that Golem Earth Wall up. So that was why it's important that I left a few episodes ago to recharge the Magic Lantern, because that's the only way we're able to get that Earth Wall up there. Otherwise, those physical attacks would be hitting us, and, you know, we'd be spending more time healing and reviving, and we don't even have that time. Even though we're taking double turns with the quick magic spells, this guy's still putting up quite a fight. As you can see, it's this is a really long battle. We're 11 minutes in, and we still only have defeated only half of his forms. So, but thankfully this party, I guess it's not really... I mean, Krile is a big offensive powerhouse, but other than that, not too much in terms of pure offense. But it is a very good defensive party, so we're able to pretty much buff ourselves up to the point where, you know, we'll be able to, you know, beat this battle. It's just going to take us a while, so it's kind of like a death by 1,000 cuts that what we're doing here. So other classes have so much more damage potential than the ones that we have here. More the physical classes that, you know, they take it out much, much quicker, but, you know, slow and steady wins the race. As long as we win the race, that's all that matters, minions. So, we're going to just multi-target our fire here. And because we don't want to just single target and then potentially, you know, damage one. We want to keep them roughly damaged at the same thing. This is where like a white mage or a blue mage, they both have abilities that could scan hit points. So you can see like how many hit points each part has remaining, and then you can, you know, adjust your damage accordingly. But we don't have that ability, and we don't have any way we can, you know, get that ability through a catch or anything. So we're just gonna have to kind of guess and keep up with our magic points, because just in case if we do finish one off early, we want to be able to, you know, get Krile up and running and do a double casting of black magic. So she's doing about, you know, 3,500 multi-targeting. So single targeting, she'd be able to do about 7,000, and then doubling that 2 turns in a row, 14,000, and, you know, roughly about 4 of those castings will take out a portion. Now that we've been kind of buffed up and there's no more statuses to worry about, now Lenna can start working in with some mixes. We haven't seen this mix at all. Shadow Flare. It's kind of like a flare spell, so it kind of gives her a black magic. Like I said, Meteor, it multi-targets both of those, the front and the top, but the top I don't think takes any damage from Meteor, so you're running the risk of not dealing any damage to the top, and then doing all damage to the front, and then that will, of course, doesn't go in line with our strategy of trying to defeat both parts at the same time. So there he is, saying the laws of physics mean nothing. As you can see, we're getting hit with a whole bunch of meteors there, but only that the head, the front part, was taking damage. So we'll just chicken knife it up the back. And what was I getting back to? Yeah, so we can use that Shadow Flare to try to just get some extra damage in there, mixing by 2 Dark Matters. Yay, we got a Fire 3, that'll help. Oh, I was saying he said those laws of physics don't apply. That's the sign that that Grand Cross spell is coming up again, which means that Unicorn Head is going to cast that spell. So you might think, well, let's, you know, concentrate all our firepower on that, but once again, we don't want to do that because then we run the risk of having the the front, the remaining surviving part, just, you know, go crazy and start hammering away on us with its, you know, crazy AI, Meteor, and spamming Meteor on us. So definitely do not want that. So this, like I said, sometimes the Grand Cross, if you have certain shields, so some physical characters are better equipped for that, to deal with that, because shields can help block some of the status effects. We don't have shields with this party, so a lot of times it's just kind of luck. You know, we got to be lucky and hope that, you know, it doesn't take out the characters that we, you know, want. Obviously, the most important is Krile, followed probably by Lenna, then Whiskers, and then Faris. But it seems like the game likes to cheese you, and obviously, like you saw last time, it damaged, it took Krile out of the thing with paralysis, and then also inflicted status on Faris. So we just gotta cross your paths and hope you get lucky that it doesn't, that the status ailments that it does do aren't very debilitating and hit the right characters. So what do we got here? And of course, it confuses the person that we don't want, Lenna, and it knocks out the person who is doing the most damage in Krile. So, yay. Fun times. And it makes Faris old. That's why she has that gray hair now. So, the only good blessing with that is that now Faris can whip Lenna and get her back to you know, how do you put it? Back to normal, get away from the confusion status. So, and that is the worst thing that could have happened, because unfortunately Lenna used her power staff and that berserked Krile. So now we're just gonna have to wait for Berserk to run out or heal it somehow, so that we can get her back, because she's not gonna do any damage with that rod. We need her casting the Fire 3 spells. So we have one mixture that can heal negative status effects, the Phoenix Down and Total Shell. There we go. We only have one Total Shell left, so I gotta hope this works. Gotta get rid of that Berserk status. So, and then see, no more. So we can't take out the old status from Faris. So. Well, what can we do? I guess we can just mix up some stuff. Oh, well, there's Meteor. I should have mixed some more Shadow Flares. That probably would have been better. Well, that's okay. We got Krile back on target, so that's all that matters. Faris is old, so she's not going to be able to use a lot of damage with her things, but she can do support. She can use her healing potions to get Lenna back to good hit points, and Whiskers as well. So, yeah, Whiskers is aging there too, but he's not really a source of damage. He's also, like I said, he's a support character here, so. But that Berserk really, we probably could have had him finished by now, but unfortunately that Berserk really did a number on us there. So we gotta get Krile's turn back up. Yeah, she has that her auto battle is full, so hopefully she'll go pretty soon here. Lenna though will just help out a little bit with her Shadow Flares. And that took out the unicorn head. So now, we just gotta focus on, and hopefully we take out the front here before it can start doing its crazy AI script. And luckily, we got Krile's turn right away. So now she's gonna get her 2 turns in a row thanks to the quick spell. And let's just keep hammering away on the Fire 3s. Hopefully this will be enough to take it out. Woohoo! Touchdown! Neo Exdeath has fallen. Wow, that battle took longer than the Shinryu battle, and I think might have almost as long, a little bit longer than maybe in the Omega battle. So I'll have to look back, but, whew, yowzer. But we finally did it. We defeated Neo Exdeath. All that's left is to watch the ending. Next time, minions. Bye!